Hi guys, it's additional part for the coding guides. It will be guide about scripting, some basics about it. The guides take a lot of time because I was made videos before this, and they was with a broken sound, so need to say and tell you everything again. So now I will say short information about how work computer memory processor simplest way, and then we will start. If you want, you can just pass, not watch, just using stop time to go to next moment. How your computer work? First, for your computer, what exists inside it. For example, how to say? Okay, let's start the test. So, your computers have memory. Memory, or mem, a lot of times that name just mem in English. Memory, that's a space where information will be stored. So, memory exists in two types, hard and operating memory. Hard, like your hard drive, SSD. So that's memory where you can write information, and after some times, after turn off your computer, information will be stored like the same. So if you turn off your personal computer, information will be stored. And the second, operating memory, place it closer to processor. So information from operating memory easier to take. Okay, just operate will say. So operating memory, that's storage with information that will delete all information when your computer will be turned off. And operating memory, that's also space to save all programs that work at the moment. So if you start program, it will take space in operating memory, like strings of code, comments. So it will take space in operating memory, and step by step, going through this part of memory using for your program, it will work. You wont, can't, or can't access to this program memory, this program information part of operating memory, but for C# or like example Lua that we will learn, I think it won't be able, so don't think about it. So operating memory using to store information that will be fast used by processor. The next part we'll learn that's processor. Processor exists a lot of types. For first I will say common, just processor that you see, like Intel Core or something like this. That's processor that can make operation of summary, subtract. Subtract is the same summary with additional code if you want to know about it. So he can just sum numbers and give you a result of this operation. Process manage everything that you say when you write command. So processor workers that change position in operating memory for some things you want to add information to your operating memory, so processor will work about it and it will be stored in operating memory. So processor like worker, memory like storage. Then common processor using for a lot of how to say it, to a lot of summaries, a lot of operations, standard. It's not too good for like example creating video graphic and other things. The second we learned that's how to say video card. Video card has his own memory that like for processor operating memory, the memory for video card will make process of creating graphic more easier. And his own processor, that special processor that created for making graphical, so for working with the graphic. So if you start a game, if you have good video card, it will be more easier for game to work with it. Processor of video card more better than standard processor for graphic, and memory for video card with this processor will be better than operating memory standard with standard processor. Motherships also has how I say it, inside them already some simple video cards, so you can play already without any video card, but good video card need for hard games too. So that's simple moments about structure of your computer working process. So if you order, like example, see add notification, I will just note message, I will just write mess to say hi. Then it will be say first that comment will be stored in operating memory. Then in operating memory it will be reading processor or other things in architecture of your personal computer will get it from operating memory. Processor will work with it and will write result in operating memory again. Also, you will see hi message on screen. So there will be also some work for video card. Maybe not true, right? But some direct ways will be used for this. Wait, sorry. Not direct to video card, but maybe some other ways will become to video card that operation too. So I hope you learned about simple information. Hard memory, that's sizes of your maps, sizes of your units. So if everything will be stored in hard memory, then need to load information from this to operating memory. Because, like example, your models, maps, they're in hard memory written, but your computer processor won't work with it. First need to add them to operating memory and then it will be work with it. That process take some time, so operating memory also they are better. Okay, I think I tell about these things too much, so we'll continue. We'll continue. Now we are coming in game, so I will use our tower defense map, for example. To create a script for scenario map, need to select our map mod, press right mouse button and select create scenario script. So it will create a scenario script for your scenario map. Skirmish script for skirmish maps. Skirmish AE, that's skirmish AE. Scenario slot AE, that's a artificial intellect using in scenario maps. Unit control AE, special strings that control units of some types. And that's all. Not available about scripts. So we create scenario script. As I said, name tower def scar. Then press OK and it will be created. I already created, so I will just open it. After creating, it will open folder with your script. Say open main point Lua. To opening, recommended to use in DevTools third party, Zero Brain, and Zero Brain Studio. It will be better to use this application to open these Lua files. Not work in Notepad because it takes really long time. There I'm already created guide, but in that guide too bad sound, so I will make it again. So we created our script and then need to say something about Lua. For Lua, there exists standard command c include. That means that you include some part of code to your main point Lua. So if you create a library with function, you can use c include to add it. But in the scoring, library names will be changed when you publish your mod, so it will be broken. So no need to use it. Just copy that library and paste in your code. It will be the same. This include just copy and paste code from these files inside operating memory. So to having access. There they include declaration functions, that's standard functions and declarations created by developers. Beans are Lua. Recommended to will be included for every map. Because if it won't, if it won't add to, it can be broken. It can break your scripts. And there is that functions. Get stats for debuggers, visualize for debugging. So I won't use it. I just don't know how to use them. So okay. The next serialize and the serialized stage. That special function to serialize and deserialize your data of game. So if you'll be in offline game, in single player, so serialize stage will copy all strings in stage. Not strings, but all variables from stage and save it, and then load it after. The serialize. Serialize when you going out from your game, that will be stored. The serialize, it will be loaded. So them both must be the same. Like example, if there exists also something variable like var gop or something like this, to store it, need to copy his name, the inbit serialize edit at or second variable, and the in results need to set not local only n equivalent 1, but need to set n equivalent n plus 1, and state, not state, but already will be vargop equivalent to results n. Results, that's results of the serializing. Just simple example of this. So next, in Lua to say that variable already will exist in code, to initialize variable, no need to initialize them not inside code, at start of code, at start of program. So you can how to say it, create or initialize your variables inside functions, and it will be global and local. Like example, local z equivalent 0. This variable will be used only inside this function start. After it will be end this function. Then your personal computer will will forget about this and think that this won't exist anytime. The second global function, like example, t, okay, will be t. So if you write there t equivalent nil, then you can in other functions to access to this t variable. So it will be useful. So recommended instead initialize all you're using in program variables. And additional, how you say, serialize state, deserialize state. A lot of times players just players, map makers, me too, just don't want to use this vargop, add their new variables created. So a lot of maps just don't work in single player. After exiting and entering game, all scripts will be broken. To make a map playable without any problems, I am starting to use state variable. There I am using it like a not structure, how to say it, list, table, array of elements. So there I write like text index, like the name that I want, var goblin equivalent, and their result. So when stage will be serialized, this element of array state will be saved and will be returned when deserializing state. So that's useful and make coding process more easier. Yeah, in Lua also additional you can set not only indexes, not only numbers, but also strings. That's really good thing. A lot of things in game works with it. So I think we can already start to create something more interesting. Then I will delete there things that was added. Save. Check that code work. So we will make first our program that will be show us first message at start that game started with some sound. Second, need to maybe okay, it will show us a timer at right up menu that will count seconds and minutes of games. Okay, not minutes, just seconds, it will be easier. And the last thing, will spawn units every 20 seconds at the region that we want. So start. First, when you start to work with this script, I'm recommending to use the in Scorg editor help scripting guide. So it will open a scripting guide from developers. There you can see everything about functions that you can use, like some C includes that we already said, all other things. They won't be a common Lua function, so you need to learn how to use Lua by yourself. That's interesting language, so it will be interesting to learn for you. I said about it already to Pavel, but the spawn units with text has no meaning because these examples just don't have function that said when unit spawn will be how to say it, will be called when a unit will be spawned. It already exists, you can add it and it will work, but it won't exist in examples. So when you will create a new script, it won't appear. So we will make without it for first map. Okay. There I want to say something at start of game. For this I will add add notification message. Add notification message. Copy it. There we can see all inputs. We can use just message, sound name to be played, player index to show, notification position. There, okay. Add notification message, like game started, really started, or not too interesting. That's more fun. And the second string, this audio file that will be played when that message will appear. So if there won't be anything, or you write some file that won't exist, it won't play any sound. So I want to test that. For this, need to open our map. There, in scenario, need to write the script name. It will be a folder without anything. So open scenario, there write our script name. It will be the same like folder name. So rename, copy. Open our map, there in script write our name. Dev script. Then reboot terrain. Save our map. And it will load. How to say it? Continue our work with a code. So we created first example game started. The second thing that we want to create was timer, but I want there to add sound. So if you think about how to add it, like simplest example, there in units you can open hero. There already exists a link to a file. Just copy it. This, yeah, and add there. And yeah, you think well. That's folder. So 1 second. Or folder with our map. There you can check in media, in sound. So especially sound for my personal computer was turned on, so you can listen to. And now we will check. It will be rich, it will be more sound, so be ready. Without any sound, why it won't work? abilities, rage. Maybe need to set. No, that's right. Rage. Why it won't select it? Rage 1, yeah. Abilities, exploiter. And if we use just standard human hole. So we'll continue. There no need in some sounds. So just nothing they will be offset. Void string. So we want to create counter to check how many seconds already passed. For this we need the first initialize some variable that will be used like counter for not second, for seconds too. Okay, we'll create first state. I will use state for this. Count with less letter, with little letters, and then the second seconds. Then we'll learn about other functions that are available for us. First, one unit enter a region will be called when some units enters a region. There exists a region index, a region ID. Region ID is the name that you set by yourself. Region center, information of position of region. Owner index of units that enter region is entered. I already forget what it means. Okay, and unit UID. That's for unit UID of entered unit. I was asked it from Paul for a month or two ago, so that will be helpful for us, I hope. The second function, that's on unit killed. It will call it when a unit is killed. There we have arguments killed at both where unit was killed, unit type that was killed, owner index of owner of unit, killed by which player index, and killed by which unit UID. For a died unit, it can't return UID because it won't already exist like unit for a game. So we can get any information about that unit after this. If we will use get unit, we will have nil. So operating memory will be created about this unit, but UID will be already used, and it won't give united ID for units the same again. And the last process, that's function that will be called each frame. What does it mean? For our game, process happens 30 times. So game loading, and need to wait some times. Now I'll make tea for me. Okay, how you see, it counts seconds, and the same like from developers. Because too much see admin notification message, it will broke some strings. So we learn to count seconds. The second thing that I want to do is that to check how to not using the add notification message, but make scene count of seconds at right up corner. For this we need to use our guide, not our developer's guide, or because our map makers use it. Low function, and there we need see heads up message. Message ID, message text, progress bar. Need to. Okay, we'll add it. That's optional, but I will add. If there are some optional that you don't want to add, just write nil for this argument. It will think that it won't exist, and we'll just use this like example. Write message ID, message text, then nil, and if you want to use all this like optional without this, so how I say it, write nil, and write player index to show up too. Sorry, I forgot about it. How you seen on right up corner the seconds and it count. So everything work. So we really make good program. The next part that's make unit spawn every 10 seconds. To spawn units every 10 seconds, we need to write the next function. There instead I will just add, because seconds will be added every this, there is no reason to every process to check it, so we will write inside this if state seconds %10, that means every 10 second, equivalent 0, it will mean every 10 second. When state seconds equivalent 10 will be 0. In other situation it will be 11, 12, or it will be 9, 8, it won't be 0. So it will work only every 10 seconds. Then need to add then, and I will already close it. And the next we need to command to spawn our unit. For this I will use local won't use local variable. I will use just standard functions. First, need to create on map region where units will spawn. It will be spawn. This spawn region. Spawn. There we have ID. And need to found functions that will found by this ID or region. So cget region or cget. That's not a good way, so I will just press Ctrl plus F and search in document. There write how to say already forget. but it was Oregon. See if I Oregon by name. So open there. See if I Oregon by name. We'll set there our spawn name. There point. It will return. Okay, we'll write it in right way. So we'll use some state for units. Obviously, or region. Okay, for region we'll use. I'm here and okay, then continue. The state region non-equivalent to nil, we write to check the value that was from initialization or new value for simplified region. Also, this simplified region by name return nil if there won't be any region. So next spawn unit. For example, we will spawn human archer, okay, or okay, footman will be more interesting. Human footman point. For this we will use our variable with our region. Region, that's a structure. Open our region there. Right, not there. There must be also region. Okay, we'll learn from this. See found region. This will return table containing center of region. And they are about nil state too. So if it will be a table containing this, it will be structure. So we need to write the state region point part of structure, name it center. Center, that's a float, not float, but double float. Then we need to write their direction. Direction I will set just nil, so it will set random direction for our unit. And the last owner index. So I want to add them to neutral hostile. For this we open again our low structures, and there in start of this will be global constants. They select owner index neutral hostile, then pass there. Okay, every 10 seconds will spawn that unit. And the last thing that I want to add, that's will spawn only one unit at one of count seconds. For this we will use the next construction. If state seconds, that's variable for counting seconds we created, equivalent to, like example 25, then spawn unit, not human footman, but maybe orc grunt, if I remember well, grunt. Okay, we'll check it. They in classes orc yeah, grunt or grunt. Also you can set their custom units, like example to the archer, builder, cannon. Okay, okay, we'll add to the archer. Tower defense archer. Tower defense archer that we created in previous guide. That was my 4 units of this. State region center. No, we'll use coordinate. Coordinate. To know coordinate, I will just put their units and watch his coordinate. 53, 25. 53, 25. 53, 25. So they will make to double float. To make double float. And to make 53, 25. They the same nil, and they owner index neutral hostile. But not that won't be interesting, so I will set or blue player. Blue 1, red 2, teal 3, purple 4. So now loading. They also write this like this way, that we spawn units at first at 0 second. If I it won't, it mustn't. So cinematic mode on, and yeah, footman spawned at 10 second. And the second, yeah, second spawned, and there must spawn at 25 unit. Arch spawned. Wait, sorry. So everything work. You can use it to create your own maps with simple scripts like spawning units. So I hope it was helpful for you. So, and this checking process. At 0 second each won't start, because there when count will be more than 29, count will equivalent to 0, and count will equivalent to and seconds will equivalent to seconds plus 1. So first calling of this checking will be when or stage seconds will be 1. So at 0 second it won't spawn. So using this you can create a unit zone map or something else. And how you see, I set their building and can set there now at this point. And there in script that coordinate will be saved. You can also find coordinates by yourself, but more easier just take units, place it, and watch his coordinate, because they are not tools also to see coordinates of your mouse. Maybe in future will be added. And I think that's not interesting when you just spawn and not move or attack something. So okay, we'll create also the last thing to make this guide full. That's a script that will order them to attack. For this, okay, we'll use this construction for this too. The same in count. There, we will write it start. need to select first all units for neutral hostile. For this, we'll use we can use cget units at, or you can use cget all units. Cget units at will be better, I think. Okay, we'll use it. First, we need to all our units save in some list table to have opportunity to add them. For this, write local units equivalent, and now need to learn functions that will use it to get this. We'll use get units at get units using search position, where it will search radius, and if you seek underground, only in underground, so as underground for UID. We'll use search pos and search radius. For this, right there, see get units at. We can also use all this existing region, copy it. Better will be just add there is it locally units and everything, but I will use it in this way. And then if we'll make this structure, there no need to find our region again. And then it will every second select all units in this region and order them to go. Like example, if state region non-equivalent nin, then cget units equivalent cget units at state region center will be our pose, and the second radius will be 10. They will spawn at that center, so that's not too important for us. Then need to check has that unit some element in table or not. If there's right, this operator to know how many elements in table. If there elements in table more than 0, then and yeah, that will be table with unit structures. About structures, you can learn the unit structure, unit instance. Yeah, that will be or not. Yeah, it will be that. So there will be a lot of tables, unit type inside our table. A lot of structures unit type will be inside our structure unit. So every unit will be saved like one element. Then for each we'll use pairs structure for this to select unit. I'll just say unit in pairs units. You can there set every name that you want. Need unit, you can just set unit and everything that you want. In pairs do, and there and to close. Do to check that owner of our unit, owner index neutral hostile, I will use this construction. If unit they open our structure and watch integer owner index. Owner index, that's index of owner, yeah. Owner index equivalent to owner neutral index hostile. By owner index neutral hostile, then so we checking, activate, first wait spawning of unit. It's spawned or must spawn it. Where is it? Where human footman? Oh, I can see it. There is some problems with script. It won't work. Attempt to get length of global units, a nil value. 62 in function. So check it. The local units not exist. So we need to write it like this. Local units equivalent nothing. And there just units equivalent this. There to set nil empty structure. To create nil empty structure. If we'll set just there nil, it will say, oh no, why you ask length of nil? I will return you nothing but. Don't ask it after this. No. So restart. And yeah, you can just restart your game. They now started, seconds, counter, and watch. Our unit spawned and order to move. Yeah, we are good. Yeah, they're moving where we want. That's simple script to control units in that region. For example, that only work for his own unit will add there. Like example, some ore unit, blue, maybe goblin melee. How you seen? They want order to move. Only our enemies move to this point. So, I think that's everything that you need to for starting creating your own map, like tower defense. About how to set winning, losing, how to make it well, there you need to learn by yourself. But maybe you need to write your example too. If example will need you can ask it in Discord or under video in comments. We'll make another part with it. The simple that on unit enter region. First there insert some state counter okay will be counter. That will be equivalent to gem, like example. And when units enter region, if owner index equivalent to neutral hostile, owner index neutral hostile, then counter will be equivalent to counter -1, and their unit that enter the region, I will use function cRemove unit, will be removed. So they add unit UID. That's UID of unit that entered in region. And false. False or true, they mean will be kill animation for units made or not. And the next, if state counter less than 1, then they need to set all players loses. So they found this function defeat, if I remember well. Defeat. Okay, we'll just search it. Defeat. See, set player defeated. And they add our first and second player. So blue and red. Blue and red. Also, to make more easier that process, recommended they add counter also. Count till lose. Okay, we'll count till lose. There's enemy can pass there to string stage, not seconds but stage or counter. Stage counter. Sorry, there. Stage counter. And the stage counter -1. Why I don't see a progress bar for this stage count? Where is it? Why it won't work? 1 second. Progress bar from 0 to 1. It just pop up. Play to shown. I know why it happened. They must be not inside this. They must be in process. There. So it must be there. Sorry, my mistake. How you see? We now see our progress bar with seconds, but I think it will be better to remove it. Enemy can pass with C2. Control Z. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. Yes, save. As I once said, region ID. So in every region where if he enters, this function will work. They need to set if region ID equivalent to end, then that's all. And they add end. We'll add end. We'll add end. So check. In seconds I will remove progress bar too, because it's not beautiful, not a good. So restart. Sorry for these mistakes. I hope that you watch a full video before you start to create this solve. So create a first unit and it start to move. When it will enter this region, he must be removed. to make time zone faster, I will use Control T. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the last. We defeated. And we lose, yeah. If you want to create win condition, need to set enemies defeated. They are not a special winning things. Only if enemy defeated, you win. Or if you defeated, your enemies will win. If they are all in the same team. If not the same team, they will fight till someone of them will win. So I hope this guide was helpful for you. That's full guide how to create simple scripts for tower defense map, about how to make not the same unit types in waves, how to appear them, how to make appearing of them like waves. I hope you will learn by yourself, but still maybe we'll make video about it. About scripts, how you think that's not too hard to learn or creating, but takes a lot of time. Use this document to learning, repeating. They all function using in-games. And use internet, AI, or things that you know to learn codes that need to use in